Hi everyone, Jack here with Jac&Jan, and I'm going to be showing you how to do single crochet in the round. And this is how I start a lot of my felted hat patterns. I'm pretty excited to share a little bit of this with you. So I start my hats out with a magic ring, and if you don't know how to do the magic ring, I have a video on an alternative method to the magic ring. You can use either one. So I start out with my magic ring. And to secure my magic ring, because this is single crochet, I chain 1. Now I'm going to single crochet 7 into my ring. So 7 single crochet are going to go into my magic ring, magic circle, whichever way you want to say it. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and that one was 7. Then I'm going to pull my magic ring closed, and I'm going to go into my chain 1 because that counts as the first single crochet here, and I'm going to do a slip stitch. And a slip stitch is just pulling through your chain and then pulling through your loop that's on your hook. So now we've formed our first round. We're going to chain 1 again, which counts as our first single crochet. And now we are going to place another single crochet into that same stitch right there, because this is our increase round. So we're going to place another single crochet there, and now we are going to be placing 2 single crochet in each stitch around. So we started with 8 single crochet in our first round, and now by doing 2 single crochet in each stitch all the way around, we are going to have 16 single crochet. And that is how you increase a circle or increase your hat. Okay, so I've made it all the way back around, and this stitch right here is my slip stitch, and I do not want to go into that stitch. If I made 2 more single crochet into that stitch, then I would end up increasing this round by 18 stitches instead of 16. So you never want to go into that slip stitch because it's not actually a stitch that counts. You want to go back into your chain 1 that you did at the very beginning, and you're going to form a slip stitch in your chain 1. And pull through, and there's our slip stitch. Then we're going to chain 1 again, and this round is a little bit different than what you would normally do in the crown of your hat. In this round, I do 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So this is not an increase round. This is the same as the round before. So I do 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So I'm going to have 16 single crochet again in this round. And this is how I start some of my felted hats or fold hats whichever way that you prefer. So I'm working with 100% wool here. You can do crochet felted projects in other yarn. It has to be animal hair, and I believe it has to be at least 80% animal hair in order to felt. So I'm all the way back around, and again, I want to show you, here's my slip stitch, and I'm not going to go into that stitch because it does not count. My chain 1 counts as my first single crochet. So I'm going to go ahead and put my slip stitch there. And you always chain 1 at the beginning of the round, and that gives you the height that you need to continue all the way around again. And now I'm going to go ahead and put a single crochet in the same stitch as my chain 1, and I'm going to do 2 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. And again, this is different than most hat patterns that I do. This is just how I do some of my felted hat patterns. So I thought it was important to share this with you because it is different than a normal hat pattern. So because I'm doing 2 stitches in each stitch around, by the end of this round, I will have increased by 16 stitches, and that will give me 32 stitches in this round. I'm really excited that you guys want to do these felted hat and felted purse patterns that Jan and I have. They're so different from a lot of different crochet patterns. I love the fact that when you felt wool yarn, it's harder to see all of the stitches that you have. They blend together and everything shrinks. So when I'm done making this hat, it's going to be 50%, sometimes more, larger than what it's going to be after we treat it with heat. So don't freak out that your hat is enormous when you're done with it. You're like, how is this ever going to fit me? Because when you're done with this pattern, you're going to heat treat everything. I generally will get my hat extremely wet in the sink, and then I throw it in the dryer, and I dry something from anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour. It just depends on the wool that I have used or the animal hair that I've used. I throw it in and I check it every 10 minutes just to see where we're at, and if it's felted and shrunk to the size that I want it. I'll even though it's wet, I'll even try it on my head sometimes just to make sure that I haven't overdone or underdone the process. And you'll see that when you're done, all of your stitches blend together, and it gives a totally different look than a normal crochet hat. It's very, very cool. So this is the end of the swatch video. You just continue on with the pattern that you have purchased from jac&jan.com. I am so excited that you guys are interested in doing these felted patterns. I hope that you enjoy, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us. We will answer anything as soon as we possibly can. Thank you for joining me today, and I'm looking forward to any comments or questions that you have.